The UFC is back after a week break, and thank God, because I was genuinely tweaking watching Karate Combat last weekend. It was a pretty fun card, but seeing Walter Walker versus a bilateral amputee was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Nonetheless, we got UFC Fight Night Houston. Strickland versus Hernandez is the main event. We're going to run through this entire card, giving picks for every single fight on this card, starting with the prelims opener of Juliana Miller versus Carly Judice. If you're wondering where my cam is, I couldn't get that shit sorted out. I just couldn't, and I need to do this right now. I can't be bothered. But anyway, Carly Judice is going to win this fight. I just think she has better striking all around, especially with her kicking game. Her kicking game is pretty undeniable, dude. She's good at poking around to the body, mixing it up upstairs. Her last fight was a head kick KO finish, and she is coming off 2 first-round finishes in the UFC. Do I think she knocks out Juliana Miller? I think she definitely has the potential to, eventually mixing it up with a head kick upstairs, similar to her last fight. But I think Juliana Miller is kind of tough, and she might be able to survive working inside the boxing range, getting outside of that kicking range, or I guess inside of that kicking range and putting those kicks. So I'm going to still take Carly Judice, but I'm going to go 3rd-round decision or 3-round decision for Carly Judice there. Next up, we got Jordan Leavitt versus Yadir Devai. Yadir Devai, he's pretty good, man. I believe this is his UFC debut. He is performed pretty well in the other leagues. And Jordan Leavitt is going down to featherweight. I don't know if this is his first fight in featherweight, but he was definitely a lightweight before, taking on Paddy Pimblett at a time, known as the twerk god whenever he gets those wins. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see that, so I'm going to pick Yadir Devai, whatever you want to call him. I just think he has the better grappling game compared to Jordan Leavitt. I don't think Jordan Leavitt's a bad grappler, but Devai is going to be able to get in there, work his grappling, and ultimately get a submission. I think he's not the best striker. He's very hittable, but Jordan Leavitt is not the striker that's going to beat him, frankly. So yeah, Yadir Devai is going to get this one done by 1st or 2nd round submission, probably a rear naked choke or a guillotine of some sort. That's what I'm going with there. Next up, we got Phil Rowe versus Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani. Not bad. Not a bad fight matchup here. Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani, Yanni, Lesbo. I'm going to go with him. I think he's going to beat him by 1st-round submission, honestly. I think he's going to easily take down Phil Rowe, get him to the ground and work his grappling. I expect JPL to be able to control him against the cage and work a double leg, take him down, choke him out. Plain and simple. I don't think Phil Rowe's honestly that has that good of takedown defense, and I think JPL is going to be able to get in there and get this one done quick within the 1st round by submission. So easy enough. JPL gets this one done. Next up, we got a banger of a fight. Honestly, a banger of a fight. Brahimaj versus Punahele Soriano. Both of these guys are pretty good rising contenders. It's kind of tough that they matched them up together this early, because I feel like both of these guys have a chance to make a run for at least the rankings in the welterweight division. I think Punahele has the better chance of getting a knockout here, but I think Ramiz Brahimaj, yo, I am cooking these names right now. Brahimaj, bruh. Okay, we're just gonna call him bruh. I think bruh is gonna be able to get in there because he has some of the most relentless grappling you will see, especially in the welterweight division. Like, for a guy of 170, he is constant. He is constantly shooting those takedowns, trying to get that ground control, and he has nasty finishing potential on the ground too. I think Soriano has that puncher's chance, but I just think Bra is going to be able to work in there, push him up against the cage. Soriano could easily gas. This guy gasses, man. Like, his last fight, he was chugging for air. Like, he was gassed. And literally he resorted to holding his opponent against the cage. had nothing else for him. And I don't think Bra's going to let that happen. I think this guy is going to take him down, relentless finishing potential, and just beat the shit out of him on the ground. Once he gasses, or if he's able to get a takedown early in this fight, it's over for Soriano. He's not going to be able to recover from this, but there's always that chance that he gets that punch quickly at the beginning of the fight, putting Bra out, but I highly doubt it. I'm going to pick Brahimaj by second round, either ground and pound finish or submission. Next up, we got Nora Cornolle versus Joseline Edwards. Okay. This is at 2, by the way. This is the second time these ladies have fought, and they're not, both of them are ranked. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, Cornolle won the first fight. They're both kind of on winning streaks right now, I think, but I still just expect the same sort of thing to happen here. Yeah, just give me Cornolle by 29-28 decision. I think she just is probably going to land the better kicks on the outside and work her 1-2s and eventually just get a decision, just doing more damage. Yeah, that's enough out of this. Okay, next up we got Alden Coria versus Louis Gurule. This is a pretty decent fight, but I am ultimately gonna go with. I gotta say, a lot of these fights are really close. It's tough to say exactly who is gonna win, and the odds kind of say that as well. Like a lot of these fights are pick'ems. So if you don't do decent research and you just kind of go in blind, you're probably gonna have a bad time. But I think Alden Coria is gonna win this fight. He is kind of similar to Brahimaj, just obviously he's a flyweight, so way lighter, where he has that relentless grappling and insanely quick with the takedowns. Like he jumps on a leg so quickly, and I just don't think Gurule will be able to handle how quickly this guy shoots in and just works a takedown. Like he will not give up on that shit. And I think he's just eventually going to get that ground and pound, beat him up, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all it comes down to. I think Gurule has the potential to survive the first 2 rounds on the ground. He's not like an easily finishable guy. So I think I expect a 3rd round ground and pound TKO finish for Coria here with Gurule putting up a good fight, maybe getting in the 1st or 2nd round, but eventually subduing to the relentless pressure from Coria here. So that's where we're going, or Coria. Probably Coria, probably not Coria, eh? Well, that's all right. Next up, we got Ode Osbourne versus Alibi Idiris. It's another close fight, man. Alibi Idiris is coming off a loss in his last fight, but it was kind of like a weird one where he looked like he was going to win and then he just got caught. But I think he's going to just get the better of Ode Osbourne on the grappling. I don't think Ode Osbourne he could land that shot, that one puncher's chance shot, but I think Alibi Idiris is going to be able to take him down and control him for this fight. Ode Osbourne, I mean, his record is 13-9. Like that's not that good, especially. I mean, he's been around a while. I can't believe he must be just winning and losing like back to back to back. But yeah, I think Alibi, man, Ode Osbourne's a big flyweight. He's not that big, is he? No, he's only 5'7". But he's got a lot of muscle on his frame. He's probably going to be cutting a lot. I could see him gassing. Yeah, I'm going to go Idiris by a 3-round decision here. I just think he's going to be able to work his grappling, get that control, and do the work on the ground. So, yep, give me Idiris by decision. Next up, we got a fight where one of these guys is 100% going to sleep. 100% one of these guys is going to sleep. Carlos Leal is literally the definition of kill or be killed. And he got caught badly in his last fight by Salikov because he was literally just on the front foot, hands low, swinging to kill, and just got chinned out cold. That could potentially happen with Chitty. Chitty could chin Leal. He is chinny. And if Leal is just reckless in that forward pressure like he usually is, he could get countered and chinned once again. But I think Leal, after his last fight, is going to learn from his mistakes and understand that he can't be so fucking, I mean, how do I say this nicely, stupid. So I think he's going to be a little bit more controlled. He's going to pick his shots a little bit more. He's still going to have Njokuani on the back foot, which is going to be difficult for Njokuani, even though he is that rangier tie cut type of striker, throwing up teeps, jabs, good kicks. But I think Leal is going to get this one done quick. I think the pressure is just going to get to Chitty. He's not going to be able to stop it. And Carlos Leal is going to be a little bit more controlled in his pressure, not just swinging hands down like an absolute lunatic. And he's going to find that shot and put Chitty out in the first round. Either way, I think this is a first round finish from one of these guys. It is possible that Chitty just picks him apart from the outside and it's a boring ass pitter patter fight, but I expect Leal to hopefully learn from his mistakes. I might eat my words saying that, and he could get chinned, but whatever. You know, that's where I'm going. Carlos Leal by first round finish. Next up, we got one washed fighter and another fighter who is just disappointing, I guess you could say. But Michel Pereira, dude, this guy has the gas tank of a smart car. It's non-existent. He literally gasses in every single fight. It's insane. He doesn't even be flipping and shit anymore. He isn't Benson Boone in the octagon. He's a lot more, or he tries to be a lot more composed. And the guy still is absolutely done halfway through the first round. It's insane. I don't know how, like, this guy must not train cardio at all. Or he just blows his load mentally and just can't handle. Like, CNS fatigue just gets the best of him and he just literally gasses just hard on the lungs. I don't see him winning another fight in the UFC. I think he's completely washed. I actually think he's completely washed. So I'm going to go Zach Reese. I think he has what it takes to get it done. I think he has the ability to survive the first minute onslaught for Pereira before he's absolutely wheezing on the stool. And I think he is going to be able to work the grappling from there, probably beat the shit out of him on the ground and get a stoppage, but he could also just freaking lie on him and win. Like, this Michel Pereira is not going to be able to get up if he gets taken down. He's going to be too tired. Michel Pereira wasn't the guy who broke Ronaldo Souza's arm, was it? Oh my god, I can't remember. But that was gross. No, I don't. Was it? I don't know. No, well, okay. Anyway, yeah, Zach Reese, either 3-down decision or he decides to beat him up on the ground. He can literally get it done any way he wants after the first minute and a half of the first round. So as long as he survives that, it's over for Michel Pereira. The guy's got literally nothing. Jacoby Smith versus Josiah Harrell. This is a short notice fight for Josiah Harrell, and he is making his UFC debut. And I do not see him beating Jacoby Smith. Jacoby Smith is a powerful wrestler with disgusting ground and pound. Disgusting. Like, this guy will take you down and not just hold you there, beat the living shit out of you. And he's coming off a full fight camp as well, which Josiah Harrell isn't. And yeah, there's not a chance in hell that Jacoby Smith doesn't win this fight. I think he's going to take him down and beat him up, finish him in the first round. I don't even think it's going to be close. Jacoby Smith has that OSU NCAA wrestling background, man. DC's favorite fighter. You know how much he talks about these All-American wrestlers. They haven't proven much, to be honest, in the UFC. It's been pretty disappointing. I mean, Bo Nickal's still kind of doing his rise, but the slowest goddamn rise of all time. The slowest goddamn rise of all time. It's, I mean, hopefully he gets there. But yeah, Jacoby Smith, this won't even be close, I don't think. I think he is going to dominate that fight. Next up, we got Sergey Spivac versus Ante Delija. Man, I rewatched Ante Delija versus, what's that guy's name? Maurice Green in the PFL. What a shit fight. Oh my god, what a shit fight. How the hell didn't Ante Delija finish that guy? Maurice Green is so bad at fighting. So bad. John Jones in his corner, and he literally, like, Delija needs to be finishing that guy 100% of the time. But he kind of reminds me of Sergey Pavlovich before he was chinned by Tom Aspinall and hesitant to throw a strike again. You know what I mean? Like, he has that big swinging punch game with the uppercuts, with the left hooks, with the straights, with the crosses, you know, every type of punching strike you can possibly throw, the guy's in there throwing them. Except against Maurice Green. Oh my god, that fight. Do not watch that fight. Save yourself the time. It is terrible. But this is tough, man, because Sergey Spivac, he gives up sometimes, man. He really does. Like that fight against Cyril Gahn, he just got beat up in the body, crumpled up against the fence, didn't want any part of it anymore. He was done. And I look at that fight and it makes me nervous for this one against Delija because Delija has that pressure. We could push him against the fence, work the body, and Spivac could just fold and give up on himself. But Delija with a weird fight against Waldo Cortez Acosta where he got chinned. And I think getting chinned like that, getting put out, is going to work in Spivac's favor, where I think Ante Delija is going to be nervous to let his hands go. And I think that's going to give Sergey Spivac the ability to work his takedowns, working close, work in the clinch against the fence, and Delija is going to be hesitant. He's going to be not willing to throw down like he was before he got put away badly. And I think Sergey Spivac's going to get this one by decision. I think he's going to survive the potential of a Delija onslaught in the first minute, 2 minutes of the first round. I can't believe I'm saying this right now. I'm betting on Sergey Spivac, yeah. But honestly, I'm going off the fact that when these big, powerful strikers get chinned, man, they lose that confidence in themselves. They really do. And it's proven itself time and time again. And I think we're going to see it again here. Sergey Spivac has a lot of experience in the UFC. And I think he's just going to be able to work that takedown ability, work that combat sambo that he has, work that judo that he has, and dominate the grappling. And that's what's going to happen. So I'm going there. Spivac decision. Tough one though, man. A lot of these fights are tough. They're just very close. Good matchmaking, honestly. I'm kind of surprised because we haven't seen a lot of that this year. We really have not. Nonetheless, Ige versus Costa. Man, Ige's tough. He has that puncher's chance, but he's not beating Malquizio Costa, man. No way. Malquizio Costa he's good, and he's good everywhere. He has that ability to take you down, beat you up, submit you. He has that ability to kick you in the head and put you out cold. He's a good distance striker. He's good at using his height to his advantage, working those kicks, working that jab. And there's just some guys, you know, where you look at them and you're like, well, Dan Ige might chin you. And Costa kind of has that look. But I think he's smarter than that. I think he's better than that. And I think he's going to be able to work his striking, especially at a distance. I don't think he's going to finish Ige because Ige is a tough fucker, man. Ige is a tough guy. But I think he's going to do better in the striking department overall compared to Dan Ige. He might even mix in a takedown or two and get some ground and pound, threaten some submissions. But I do expect Costa to get this one done. 3-round decision for me. I think that brings us to Jeff Neal. Is this the co-main? This is the co-main. So we got Jeff Neal versus Uris Medic. It's a pretty good fight too. Jeff Neal coming off a pretty disgusting knockout from Carlos Prates. I mean, oh my God, when I heard that elbow hit his skull, I actually was scared that he died. It sounded so nasty. It was like, sounded like it cracked his skull, bro. And he was just down. Oh, Nasty. One of the grossest sounding knockouts I have ever heard. And that's the first time he's ever gone out. And I think there's a difference between getting knocked out in the head area, like temple shots, back of the ear shots where guys' equilibriums are off, between getting your lights put out cold on the chin. You see guys get put out cold on the chin and they don't really come back the same. They really don't. But you see guys get hit behind the ear, in the temple. They're kind of just disorienting shots, you know? It's not like put your lights out, kind of, oh my God, but it obviously shuts your brain off. Like it shocks your brain to a point where you just collapse. It's not like, because he was still like present. He was replying to the ref right away after he got knocked out. So it's kind of a different type of knockout. So I don't think he's going to be suddenly chinny. You know who is chinny? Idiris. Idiris is a chinny guy, bro. This guy's going to sleep soon. I mean, if he beats Jeff Neal, anyone above him, except maybe Leon Edwards, because that guy is way too picky with the strikes he throws. But anyone above him, if he beats Jeff Neal, is going to chin him. Like, he's so chinny, man. I don't know. He's also very hittable. Like, Jeff Neal, the problem with Jeff Neal I have here is that Jeff Neal doesn't let his hands go. In so many fights, he just doesn't throw his combos. And then you look at a fight when he's actually letting himself go, working his combos, like the fight against Vicente Luque, where he absolutely, that disgusting finish, like uppercut against the cage. It was one of the sickest finishes I've seen. And it's like, oh my God, Jeff Neal is sick, man. Like, he's a great boxer in tight, in that range. He works those combos so well, but then other fights he just won't throw anything. And it's like so disappointing to watch, especially as a Jeff Neal fan, being like, man, throw your strikes. Like against Shavkat, he was throwing it. He was looking good. Obviously, Shavkat got the better of him, standing submission, bad look, but he was doing well. And he was doing well against Ian Gary too, where he arguably he was close to winning that fight. I don't think he won it, but it was close, man. It was close. He did well. And I think he can beat Urismedic. I think he could put Urismedic out cold if he lets his hands go. I think Urismedic is going to be on the front foot, but I think Jeff Neal has that countering potential to just absolutely sleep this guy. And I actually think that's what's going to happen. I think eventually Neal, even if he doesn't let his hands go, I think we see him in the first round super hesitant as coach. Neal, let your hands go. Throw your fucking punches, man. Like, what are we doing? And Urismedic is probably going to have him up against the fence, beating him up a bit. And then the second round, Neal kind of gets it back. He's putting on a little bit of pressure, letting his hands go, beating this guy up finally. And then working the body too. Like, he has that ability to really dig in with those punches to the body. And when he does it, it looks amazing. But he just fucking doesn't do it ever. And it just fires me up so much. But Urismedic, man, he's getting chinned third round. Jeff Neal gets this done. Third round KO. I think he's going to find that shot and put him out. Easy as that. What a fight. What a fight we got here. Sean Strickland, Anthony Hernandez main event. It's been a while since Sean was in there. It has been a while. This is tough. This is really tough because both of these guys haven't really fought their opponent's style, if you know what I mean. Like Anthony Hernandez hasn't really fought that pressure striker who has a really good 1-2, who has good teeps, who kind of keeps you at distance, who puts on the pressure, try to like take away the pressure from Hernandez because he's such a pressure first fire, beat you up against the cage, take you down, wrist control, smash your fucking face, work a submission. But does Sean Strickland let that happen? Right? Does Sean Strickland actually get pushed back by Anthony Hernandez? Does Sean Strickland even get taken down by Anthony Hernandez? It's so tough to say because Sean Strickland, we haven't really seen him fight up against much grapplers. Like Kamaru Usman's the best grappler he fought, and that was in fucking 2017. Sean Strickland needs to get on the pressure if he has a chance to win this fight, and he needs to work his rangy attacks, his 1-2, his jab, his teeps. Those are going to be crucial to establish early in this fight to gain the respect from Anthony Hernandez that, hey man, if you're getting close, you're going to take a shot, you're going to eat this, you're going to eat that, work the body. But Hernandez is absolutely fucking relentless. And I think back to when Sean fought DDP the second time and DDP worked those takedowns and DDP had Sean push back the whole fight and Sean Strickland wasn't throwing anything. He wasn't getting hit a whole lot, but he wasn't throwing anything back. He was so defense first minded that he never gave himself a chance to win because he wasn't throwing anything. It was like he was so worried about making sure he didn't get hit that he didn't inflict any damage on DDP and just forced himself into a decision loss. Is that going to happen again where he gets taken down maybe early in the first round, loses confidence, and is so worried about the takedown that he's not throwing his shots and he's already thinking about needing to defend the next takedown? I think so. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Anthony Hernandez, I think the pressure is going to get to Strickland. I think Hernandez is going to be able to push this guy back and work him against the cage. I haven't seen Strickland in the clinch. I haven't seen Strickland's clinch game. I don't think it's up to par with Anthony Hernandez's clinch game. I don't think it's up to par with Anthony Hernandez's ability to control you against the cage and on the ground and control your wrists. Like, this guy snatches up a wrist like fucking Khabib Nurmagomedov, bro. Like, this guy is on your shit. Did I just compare Anthony Hernandez to Khabib? Jesus, what are we doing right now? Oh my god, am I reaching? I might be reaching heavy right now. Oh, fuck. There is a very real world where Sean Strickland wins this fight, but I just don't think, especially in this new Paramount era where we've seen plenty of fighters lose by not doing enough damage and not doing enough. I don't think that suits Sean's style these days, man. Here's the thing, you guys, we're gonna go to war for you guys, and then he just like doesn't go to war. You know what I mean? So I don't see how he stops Hernandez. I really don't. And maybe I could be so wrong here. I could be so wrong here. It's not even funny. But that's what I'm going with. I don't think he gets finished, but I just don't think he does enough in the standing before Hernandez gets a hold of him to sway around. But I think Hernandez is going to do a lot of damage against the cage once he wraps him up. Maybe a takedown. Sean has really good takedown defense and really good scrambling ability to get back up to his feet. So there is a chance that Strickland just does that the whole fight. But I think Hernandez, I think this wrist control and his ability and his relentlessness on the takedowns is going to shock Sean Strickland. And I think he's going to be so hesitant after the first round that he's just not going to do enough. And Hernandez is going to take this one by a very close. It's going to be razor close, I think. But I think it's going to be a 48-47 decision in favor of Anthony Hernandez. And that's my final pick. Like and subscribe. Comment down below how stupid my picks are, because God knows I'm reaching on some of these, or at least on this one potentially. I think there's a real chance Sean wins this fight, but I'm on the Hernandez hype train. So, yeah, that's it.